Hey everybody, this is the Dragon Lover 95 here with another episode of Sonic Brotherhood. Boy, last episode sure had a lot. I mean, seriously. We had Ashmongu slash Greed, who basically got dumped by Mina because he was threatening her friends. Antoine basically is now dead. Envy and Eggman are discussing plans, though that was brief. And now, well, we also had the Destructics. We had a little bit of detail as what's going on. Let's just say a lot of things happen, okay, people? Yet for some reason, it all didn't feel fully crowded, surprisingly. But without further ado, we have episode 4 with another threat. Basically, where it basically left off, Sonic and the others are now basically having to fight Scourge, Fiona, and newcomer, Emerald. I know he has a G in his name, but I don't know. I just pronounce him as that. Because Sonic X. Don't judge me, please. Anywho, Sonic, Jace, Knuckles, Nicole, Tails, Rotor, and Uncle Chuck cross paths with Scourge, Fiona, and Emerald. So we meet again, Scourge. How were you able to get out of the no zone? Scourge puts his arm around Fiona as he begins to tell. Easy. I had my own babe get arrested to come and rescue me, along with other inmates. Sonic couldn't be able to track me down, so I outran him and his other zone cops as well. I see. Even you have one of Eggman's robots with you this time. How? That's when General begins to intervene. I know nothing of this Eggman. Blue Hedgehog, now to slaughter you and your friends. With the exception of the two-tailed fox. What do you want with me? The three did not answer. Should we tell Sleuth that we have his friend spotted? No. It will be done quick. What? Tell me, Fiona. Tell me who wants me alive. I think you already know who it is. Me? Emerald then ran up high speed, but Sonic had dodged in the nick of time with everybody out of the way as well. Brother! You take care of that robot. Knuckles and I got the green one. Tails, you get that fox. Nicole and Rotor, stay here. Uncle Chuck, go warn the people of the castle. On it. Sure thing, Jace. Hey, Fasto! Let's see who's more fast! Sonic taunted / provoked Emerald, while Jace and Knuckles ran after Scourge. Catch me if you can, losers! Ha ha ha! Uncle Chuck ran to warn the people of at the castle, while Tails tried to, well, he was dealing with Fiona, is what I'm trying to say. Tell me, where do you want to take me to? So they're not gonna fight? Okay. Fiona starts walking without giving an answer, with Tails following after. I guess leading him? Okay. while Sonic speeds off while Emerald follows as well. The robot then speaks to himself. He's already starting to annoy me. He then blasts a tree ahead of Sonic, who stopped when it collapsed right in front of him. Whoa! Then Emerald tackled Sonic and slammed him into the tree while Knuckles sees Sonic from a distance while chasing Scourge with Jace. I think that's Sonic. I have to go and help him. Do whatever you want. I can be able to handle this guy myself. Got it. Knuckles ran back to help Sonic, while Scourge puts to a halt all of a sudden to tell Jace that this will be their fighting area. Alright, weirdo. This fight can take place here. Interesting. Let's begin. Show me what you've got, snot boy. That was just me adding a little insult because I'm not kidding here. That's literally the kind of insult Scourge was given in No Zone. I'm not joking. Scourge then got ready to fight. Then get ready to feel pain and fear. Jace ran at Scourge, but Scourge dodged out of his attack and then kicked back. But Jace got up and punched Scourge in the face, bruising him. Then the purple hedgehog kicked Scourge in the stomach, then punched him once again. Oh. Damn, that hurt. Are you gonna get lost, or are you just testing me? Oh, I was just testing on... Oh, how... That's just an on, not oh. That's an on how strong your punches are, and I'm not even finished yet. Then at high speed, he ran at Jace, in which Jace could see things going fast. Okay, how the heck does that work? I'm not sure why, but that wording is kind of weird. At the right time, he grabs Scourge and shocks him with his hands. Are you going to give up, or do you want me to give you a much more serious shock? Okay, fine. Sorry. That pretty much reminded me of when Scourge was giving community service that I did. To be honest, it's irony that I thought of that. Anywho, Jace then shocks him more, making the green hedgehog scream louder. That's misspelled. The U and the O are misplaced. As Scourge felt the electricity run through his entire body, then Jace sees Scourge almost unconscious. Damn it! That hurts even more! Jace then lets him go as Scourge falls to the ground, unconscious, before Jace ends up walking away. Meanwhile, with Sonic, who is getting pummeled by Emerald's skills he copied. Give up, Hedgehog. I was expecting a challenge. Sonic then blocked his next attack and glared at him. A challenge? Here's one for ya! Sonic bounces on the ground and creates a tornado that sucks up Emerald, then spin dashes into him halfway through the air, then toss Sonic Wind at Emerald, damaging him, knocking him down as Sonic lands directly on his feet. Sonic gives a smirk as Emerald gets back right up, then tackles. Right before then, Knuckles, Elias, and Silver arrived. Hey, that's Sally's bro. Yes, that is how he's pronounced, people. I've heard it before. And who? What is that? One of Robotnik's robots? He's as strong as Metal Sonic. They then hear a voice. That's because it's a Gizoid. The father of Fiona Fox has gotten it from Dr. Robotnik's old city after the first one's demise and using it to destroy New Metropolis. Dr. Finitivis appears walking out of the warp ring in front of them. Knuckles, seeing the sight of the white echidna, felt his blood boil and attacks. You! He grabs Finitivis by the cape. One of your spies took my people, even my girlfriend. What are you doing to them? If you want to find out, you will have to find out to get to that zone where I'm taking them. Knuckles tries to punch Finitivis, but dodges his punch. Then Sonic intervenes. Wait, what do you mean by the father of Fiona Fox? The father of Fiona Fox is Benetric Fox. He's a mad scientist, just like Dr. Robotnik. I even had some help in order to have a reunion with her and her father. What is he after? Just a moment, people. Gonna get this out of my throat. Alright. Good. Anyways, he is after your best friend, which is that two-tailed fox. I must ask, how am I doing as Finitivis, people? Because honestly, I really am trying to make these characters have different voices and such. I mean, some of the characters I do know, and they would have certain voices. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. Where's he going? He's heading for the castle. You don't want to be too late, Hedgehog. Emerald then stands next to Finitivis. Tell me, what are you really going to do with my people for? I'm going to use them, my bad. Okay, I'll answer you this question. I'm using your people for the legendary object known as the Philosopher's Stone. I know what the Philosopher's Stone is. My family tribe knows about it. And what's the main ingredient for it? You're using my people for the Philosopher's Stone! This Knuckles being even more furious, like more than he's ever been, rushes to fight Dr. Finitivis, who had a sadistic grin on his face. You bastard! I won't let you do this! Then Knuckles attacks Finitivis and they fight, while Elias and Silver went to assist Sonic, who was dodging Emerald's Sonic Wind. Whoa! I don't think I'm fighting an ordinary robot! Of course you aren't. I am more than an ordinary robot. Then what are you? I am a Gizoid, an ancient cyborg made by the by the Noctinus clan. Oh hey, that's one of the 4 houses. But after the just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, back after the Arcus event, it was shut down hundreds of years and awakening in some man's lab, and then shut me down also. And then Penetrate Fox revived me. So you're 100-year-old robot? Dang it, I thought I got it out. Oh well, gonna have to deal with it, people. I'm sorry. Correct. If you are ancient, does that mean your parts are rusting? Let me see. Emerald looks at his parts and they are rusty. You're right. I have to retreat. But this isn't over. Once he retreats, the team that was fighting him could actually settle at least. While Knuckles is still fighting the other Mad Doctor. They didn't spot it. The Gizoid retreating. What? The Gizoid is retreating! Distracted, Knuckles had the opportunity. Given the chance, he punched Finitivus in the face! You're not escaping until I know what zone they are in! Finitivus then uses a warp ring behind him to escape. Like a boss! Before Knuckles runs to the warp ring. You're not getting away this time! I'm going in there to get them back myself! Just then the warp ring then closes right before Knuckles could even get into it. This made the echidna upset. Dang it! Not again! Poor Knuckles. Jace then walks up to Knuckles. It's okay. I will show you a way to get them back. Knuckles turned around to look at Jace before nodding. Back at Castle Acorn, Edward, Alphonse, and Mina see the entire council with Jeffrey St. John in charge with other counselors. Yeah, I will have to say this. These guys are major jerks. I mean, seriously. I'm not sure what the whole ordeal was about in one issue, but my god, there was a pig in there, and oh my gosh, he was a major jerk. All I can say is that, does anyone fill up for ham or bacon? Because honestly, I could go for also pork chops. We did have our king here, but he's been very sick lately. What did he say? He did say you guys are allowed to be on Sonic's team and to capture Dr. Robotnik alive. Well, that was quite a day. That's when Uncle Chuck runs in the council. Jeffrey, there's an intruder in here, and he's here to see you along with other people coming. Send him in, mate. He's Australian. Good, mate. I never thought I'd have to deal with these bunch of buggers, but I will pretty much make sure they won't get past me. That's not literally what he's saying, but that's my attempt at trying an Australian accent. Sorry, mates. I really, really do try. Sleuth shows up at the council. Are you the one in charge? Of course. Have you seen this two-tailed fox? We came for him. You mean Tails? You ought to get past us first! Gladly. Then Sleuth charges at Ed and Al as they were fighting, as they try to grab Ed, but Ed jumps around Sleuth and transmutes the ground to punch Sleuth, which hits him directly. But the dog gets back up and uses a laser gun to shoot Ed and Al, but Ed luckily avoids it. But Al gets his head knocked by one. What's that suit of armor is still standing, even with its head knocked off? Doggos. Just a moment. Okay. Things are okay now, guys. Alphonse puts his head back on his armor. That's right. Even though I don't have a body, my soul is intact to it. With my brother's blood seal. Wait a minute, so that means... A warp ring appears in the council room. Benetric Fox walks out of the warp ring. That's right. I've heard a lot about these brothers. They've used the most forbidden thing as an alchemist could ever do. The resurrection transformation. Sorry, transmutation, not formation. The one that's impossible to succeed. The one brother had an equivalent exchange for his dead mother with his leg. The next one was his arm for his brother's soul. The other brother had an equivalent exchange with his entire body taken away. Huh! And since it cost you an arm and a leg. Who are you people? And what do you want with us? My name is Benetric Fox, former state alchemist from a mistress that served in the Ishvalan War. I left to another zone right after my daughter was born. Wait, you're a state alchemist as well? Of course. I was called a robotic alchemist. You were called the full metal alchemist. Sounds similar because robots are made of metal, right? Alright, you introduce yourself, but why are you here? I've come for the two-tailed fox. I've heard from my daughter that he has a crush on her, so I want him to work by our side. Oh, gosh. Also, poor Tails. I feel bad for him, especially during the one moment what happened in, to quote a YouTuber that no longer makes these comic videos. It's like, why are slaps always so dramatic in this comic series? I mean, are they really are they supposed to be necessary? I mean, seriously. Well, which is true. Also, have you ever noticed that most of the slaps are done by girls in that show, in that comic? Kind of strange, don't you think? Oh well. Okay, back people, let us continue. Fiona walks in alongside with Tails. Everyone in the council room looks at them. Daddy, I brought someone you're looking for. It should have been you've been looking for. And no wording is weird. Sonic then arrives in the council room. Ah, Sonic the Hedgehog and Miles Tails per hour. I've heard so much about you and how you and your freedom fighters managed to bring down Dr. Robotnik and his forces. I'm impressed. Is this what you led me to, Fiona? Of course. My father has something for you. So you're Benetric. Sorry, Hedgehog. I only enter to those that I like. Well, he's awfully got manners. I'm going for this little mutant who is close friends with my daughter. What do you want with me? I'm sorry. Why do you want me? That's better. Well, I figured since you have a crush on my daughter, I want you to join our side. Are you going to join us, Tails? You gotta have a little more, motive behind that. I mean, you gotta push a little more negotiations and such. I mean, hey, just look at Momonga in Overlord. He literally has better deals. Heck, it's just ridiculous. Heck, even someone like Kishu from Tokyo Mew Mew actually did a better job at convincing them. Just saying. I'll never join you, Bentrick! I refuse! You're with Tails on this side. Oh, wait. Sorry. We are not. This is why I'm really bad at these readings, people. I just have bad timing. Please don't hate me on this. We're with Tails on this side. We are trying to get things back to normal and have freedom. Jeez, how many times are they going to bring this up? As Envy put it,
oh, great. Such nice flowery words. You make me sick to my stomach.
Seriously, Envy has the best lines because he's right. He could be a great commentator at some point. And also, he'd be great for CinemaSins. Here comes another threat. Like, how many agensts do I have to beat? Bentrick began. He was losing his patience with everyone. Very well. If that is what you brats want, then so be it. Bentrick then uses alchemy to activate his fox fighters. Fox fighters, attack! Whoa! Wow! What a lame name. My words exactly, Sonic. My words exactly. Then the robots shoot at the heroes, and all the council members ran away. The heroes dodge the gunfires and charge at the robots. Sonic uses a spin dash attack, but one puts up a shield, and Sonic attack did no damage. Megatol, the strongest metal. This will be tough. Elias came in along with Silver and shoots his arrows from his gun. Wait, what? So it's a crossbow? You know what? It's a crossbow. I'll just say it is at the Fox Fighters. But they deflected it with their shields before they fire. Ed and Al transmute rocks the ground and made them and punch the robots. Tails throws some dummy ring bombs. Yes, those are still a thing. As well. And then use tail swipes to cut them in half. Benedict and Fiona clapped in rather amusement. And impressed, slightly, if you could call that. Bravo, young fox. Bravo. I'm quite impressed.
I'm not done with you yet.
That's when Ed ran past Tails. Let me handle this, since we both use alchemy. Ed uses automail arm knife to attack Benedict, only for the evil fox to dodge and grabbing Ed by... He grabbed Ed and slammed him to the wall. So the fulminant puppy turns out that he isn't strong enough. Don't call me puppy, you jerk! The fox then punched Ed in the gut, then threw him on the floor, kicking him in the side for good measures. That's it, Pipsqueak. Oh, Fiona. I'm surprised no one actually. Did someone actually call Tails that at some point? Feel free to leave a comment below if someone did. Benetric then kicks Ed again. Give up yet? I told you, don't call me anything that refers to me being small. Benetric goes for another kick, only for Ed to grab his foot and pulls him down onto the floor, which Ed swipe kicks Fiona. It's not smart for anybody to call me short! Both foxes got back up. Impressive. But I still have some tricks up my sleeves. Then Benetric draws the transformation circle to transmute a robotic arm to grab Ed. Listen, Tails, I only care for you once you join us. Oh, come on, Mina! Mina arrives behind Fiona and then grabs her. But the female fox grabs the mongoose and throws her to the ground, knocking her out. Sonic appears and spins attacks Fiona, sending her flying to the wall. I'll regret doing that. Indeed. Then Benetric clubs Sonic in the back of the head with his cybernetic arm, knocking the blue blur out. No one harms my daughter. While that was going on, Alphonse and Sleuth were still fighting. Clearly not one giving up. Fighting against an empty shell of armor is just a joke. I'll show you a joke! Al draws a transformation circle, but Sleuth grabs a grenade. He throws a grenade near him. What the? Ed then looks at Al on the ground, still alive, but his armor is badly damaged. Al! Silver tries to use the telekinesis on Benetric, but Fiona kicks him out. Ugh! A surviving foxfighter grabs Elias from behind, making Tails at a hard spot right now. You have 10 seconds to submit to me. Jeez! With all these fighters, you never really thought that, two foxes, a dog, and a bunch of, alchemy minions could actually beat these guys who were like, I don't know, been in battles multiple times in the past. Well, it's good to have variety. I mean, you can't have your heroes win all the time. I mean, look at what's going on with Sonic nowadays. Just saying. Benetric transmutes his cybernetic arm to a knife like Ed's automail and puts it near his throat. Or I'll slit his throat open. Tails, don't let my brother die! I should be the... Sleuth pulls the head off of Al and puts his claw... Wait, he has claws? Near the blood seal. Maybe the Elrics will die if you don't submit to me. Jeez. Since when has Ed ever been in a situation like this? Huh. Now that I think about it, it's mainly Al or somebody else who ends up getting the, threat like that, but never Ed. Except for maybe that one time with Barry the Chopper in 03? Other than that, yeah, Ed just seems to get off scot-free because he's the main protagonist. So it's actually good to see him in a vulnerable position. Worry about saving Al and the others Not me! Tails, feeling overwhelmed with Benetrix's situation. 5, 4, 3. Benetrix puts the knife closer and closer to Ed's throat. 2. Well, just then, Tails pretty much lets out a scream. Stop! He flies angrily towards Benetrix, only for Benetrix to get out of the way and kick Fiona. Tails swipes the robotic arm, releasing Ed. Mina gets back up, looking at Tails attacking. You hit me. Your own crush. Was that for the slap earlier? Oh, hey, they actually mentioned it. Huh. Good to know. Maybe. Tails? Edward, repair your brother with alchemy, and Sonic, you get everyone away from here. Got it. Then Then Edward uses his transmutation of a punching rock, knocking Sleuth and the surviving Foxfighter, releasing Elias and Alphonse. Sleuth repairs Al's armor. Silver finally regains consciousness and gets back up. Brother. Ed. We have to go out now. We have to go now. Then Tails glares at Fiona with Benetrix and Sleuth between her. You! You don't scare me. Not even a little. Jeez. I swear that sound. I wasn't trying to go a lust voice, but You were once a close friend of mine. How could you stoop to this level? Tails, calm down. It's what they want you to do. I thought you would end up like me one day, but I don't think that will ever happen. Of course! I would never be like you! Why don't you get lost and have a great time with your dad? Then Benetrix, Fiona, and Sleuth escape through the warp ring. It's time that we leave. Fiona blows a kiss to Tails and then leaves. It was fun while it lasted, Fox Boy. And then the warp ring closes. Sonic went over to Tails' side and pats him on the back. Hey, it's okay, buddy. It's over now. I'm thinking about going home to get some rest. Sure, buddy. Anything for you. Anything you have to do. Jennifer St. John's hides while listening to Sonic and Tails. That was close. Then his eyes turned purple. What? And Nagus. Too close. Too close. Back at the field, Scourge gets right back up. Damn, that purple hedgehog gave me the shock therapy. I'll show him one day. A war ring appears with Benetrix walking out of it. Scourge, it's time to leave. But I wasn't even getting started. I don't care. Get in. I don't have time for this, boy. Fine. And the two walk back into the warp ring. And it vanishes without a trace. And so Team Fighters except Tails return to Uncle Chuck's lab. And everyone was shocked that a new threat, Benetrix Fox, is Fiona's long-lost father, who's a mad scientist. This Benetrix guy, You are talking about sounds slippery than a black snake. Don't you mean Black Mamba? Also, fun thing, people. Tyrex, they mentioned that the characters from the reboot, at least some of them, are gonna be in this. That of course involves the egg bosses, which I'm actually curious to see how that would go. Cause you know me, I have the plushies, well not all of them, and the personalities to say the least, and the right of voice acting to say the least. Because you will see Dandra! And Mordred, everybody. And of course, Arklut. Let's see how that will end. Sorry, just had to pretty much get that down. Anyways, yeah, we barely escaped with our lives. Yeah, he and his friends defeated us almost too easily. How's Tails taking it? We'll give him time. He's taking it hard. Tails then sleeps on his bed. Fiona, how could you? Oh, I feel sorry for Tails. In the laboratory, Amy and Nicole were looking at Sally in a roboticized form in the capsule. Uncle Chuck and Rhoda worked on the ring. Will she be okay, Nicole? We aren't done with the ring to bring her back yet. As a result, we will be able to bring her back soon as long as there aren't any threats around like Robotnik, Nagus, Benetrix, and the homunculi. Okay then. Alright, Amy! At least we're getting different characterization of her. Then again, everyone else is getting different characterization. Then Sonic and his brother Jace walk up to see Sally in the capsule. Sal. She'll be fun, Sonny. Just give it time. Ed, Al, Mina, Knuckles, Silver, Elias, and Megan then walked up to the capsule. Knuckles stood next to Sonic, and the others felt depressed of what has happened recently. Sally. Alphonse places a hand on Mina's shoulder for comfort. Elias was shocked to see his sister roboticized in the capsule and feels like he was never there to help her. I should have been the one to be roboticized instead of Sally, who saved you all. I feel the same way. Even from that time I was accused for attacking Knothole when I was roboticized by Robotnik. Elias just walks off outside, with Megan following after. Elias! Elias, please calm down! I can't calm down. My sister's being tormented, and my friend was killed by an evil doctor and those homunculi. I can't just get it out of my head. Sonic's team and the Elric brothers just brought her back and are in the process of making the ring to bring her back to normal. You can't blame yourself for what happened. But I wasn't there for her. I'm her big brother. Yet I wasn't there for her. Megan, feeling bad, went over and hugs Elias. You can be there for her right now. You can be there when she's back to normal. Elias looks at her kind face, and then he smiles and they kiss. You're right. I'll be there for her when she's back to normal. I'm sure she will. Meanwhile, at Benetrix base, and I scrolled up quickly. Okay, we're back. Emerald and Scourge talked to Benetric and Fiona standing next to him. Geez, Tyrex, you seem to have the thing for using standing next to them shtick. Might want to tone it down or something? Any problems, Scourge? Yeah. My knockoff's brother has of his shocked me, knocking me out. What? That hedgehog has a brother? And you're easily knocked out by him? Yeah. You incompetent imbecile! Get out of my sight now! Fine, whatever. Skirton walks out of the room with Emerald, who was talking to Benetric. Master, I'm rusting. Why didn't you tell me about my robotic parts? Never knew about that. Think you give me new stuff? I will. Come along. Then Emerald follows Benetric and Fiona. Benetric was working on General's parts. After about 15 minutes, the three come out and Emerald looks clean. His parts are nice and smooth. He's got new ones. And he got a mouthpiece. Benetric has stored some weapons in Emerald. I am now ready to crush my enemies. I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm sending Sleuth along with his modified SWAT-bot suit tomorrow. You and him are going back to New Momotropolis. Affirmative. And Emerald then walks out of the room. Well, Daddy, I'm going to get some shut-eye. Good night. Good night, my dear. Fiona walks out of the room while Benetric watched. As I have to say, my daughter has grown up to be an evil ruler like me. Oh, well, Skirts did refer to her as his queen, so I guess there's that. Anywho, Beatrix smirks after saying that. Back in the laboratory, Sonic talks to Jace about where he was born, and while Ed and Al and the others were listening. So, brother. Yes. Where did you say I was born again? All right. Since the coast is clear, I will tell you that you aren't born in Momotropolis. You were born on an island full of great hedgehog warriors as Christmas Island. Huh. Last time I recall it was Shambhala. And secondly, does that mean Sonic met knights? If so, then I guess that gave Sonic the impression that he could be Santa at some point. Okay. Oh boy. Everyone was shocked. Sonic looked over his uncle and asked, Uncle Chuck, is that true? Yes, Sonny. He is really your brother. I will tell you what has happened to the island we were born in. Pretty bad, I assume. And that is the end of episode 4. Boy, I could say it was a close call with the heroes. I mean, seriously. They really, really had it rough. I mean, they're up against something that they've never really meant to even know about. And they've encountered many threats before, but this is definitely a new one. And boy, they're not used to alchemy from what it seems. I mean, Ed and Al, this is pretty much norm to them. And also Mina. Well, I will inform you people, next chapter / episode, it's a long one. So, be ready for that. But for now, thank you for watching this, and I will see you all later in the next chapter. Bye, everybody!